Is it okay to draw full-sized human with a beard, a mustache, and hair, or a helmet but no head? How about drawing full-sized women with hijab but no head? Are both of these permissible? The issue of drawing live beings, the majority say that this is prohibited, and it's imitating the creation of Allah Azza wa Jal, which is one of the most major sins in Islam. However, like Sheikh Ibn Uthaymeen, may Allah have mercy on his soul, says, if the drawing has no life in it, because the Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam, in the hadith, Jibreel said to the Prophet, ﷺ, order the statue to be decapitated, remove the head, so it becomes like a tree. So when there is no life in this thing you're drawing, this is permissible, as Sheikh Ibn Uthaymeen says. And he gives an example by saying, if you have no facial features, it's like a silhouette, or it's just a shade, or a picture, but it doesn't have life. There's no face, there is no actual life in it. In this case, it's permissible. So if you draw a portrait with a helmet, no face, or if you manage to watch the advert or the ad before this episode on Zat TV, they have infographics where they have pictures, drawings of human beings without any facial features. So you'll find a person, but with glasses only, no eyes, no nose, no mouth, no ears, and just a blank circle. This is permissible. This is not a living creature, and there's no life in it. So if you draw something like that, this is permissible, insha'Allah azza wa jal. Half of it, or cover the eyes a bit by drawing flowers over them. As an example, also, is it permissible to draw the figure of humans without drawing face, that is, face hidden in a hoodie or something else? It is not permissible to draw a face of a human being, because this is mimicking and imitating the creation of Allah, and this is one of the most major sins in Islam. Covering some of it, part of it, with flowers does not change the ruling. The face is there, we can tell it's a face of a human being. So this is not permissible. Drawing the shape of a human being without a face, without any features being recognized, some scholars say that this is permissible because there is no life in such a silhouette. There's no life in such, like for example, the Puma logo, sportswear. You can see this tiger or what, a puma, but you don't see a face, you don't see a mouth, eyes, etc. Just a shape. They say that this is not haram, this is permissible, and Allah Azza wa Jal.
Is the ruling of using emojis in WhatsApp? These excited faces.
I always have a problem with differentiating between emojis and smileys. So what are the yellow stuff that has a teeth or maybe a face mask? What is this, emoji or smiley?
These are all called emojis, Sheikh, what we use on to express our happiness or anger that we use on WhatsApp.
Yeah, okay, these are not live characters. So the smiley, the faces are okay. But when it comes to iPhone emojis, where you have real people, so you have a cook, you have a hairdresser, you have a policeman, and some of them you can design with your own face or someone's, face to have an emoji with it. No, this is not permissible because this is the creation of Allah Azza wa Jal, and you're imitating it. But an emoji with dots of an eye or just a mouth or a heart here and a heart there, this is inshallah.
I have a question regarding animation. I watched your video previously, which you said that animating anything is haram. But my question is regarding educational videos on YouTube. So we have to animate, like if you're describing an animal, we have to animate that animal. Or if we are describing anything regarding human biology, we have to animate the human body. Or we have to animate a human teacher to teach the children in the video, just like the advertisements I saw before your show started like 10 minutes ago.
Okay.
So is that haram, or if you can clarify in what specific conditions it's halal to animate something?
Muhammad from Pakistan says, what is the ruling on animation? See, animation, and correct me if I'm wrong, is drawing. And drawing is permissible unless it involves life. And by life, we mean the spirit, the soul. So drawing a human being, drawing animals, drawing what people would look at and say that this has life in it. This is haram. So what about using it for educational purposes? Scholars differed. Some remained on saying it is haram, specifically for those who do the actual drawing. The Prophet said in many authentic hadiths that the most severely punished on the Day of Judgment are those who draw live pictures of humans or animals or fish or birds, etc. And they will be tormented on the Day of Judgment by these characters that they had created. So doing this is sinful. Other group of scholars said that if it's permissible for children to play with dolls, this means that creating such cartoons for children to watch and learn and to be entertained by is permissible. And this is their opinion. Now, I'm inclined to the first opinion, which says that's totally haram. However, if you draw a human being without facial features, and this drawing is 2D, not 3D. A 3D is a statue. Even if it does not have facial features, it's a statue of a human being, and this is totally haram. But if you draw something on a paper and it has no facial features, this is not considered to be drawing, because such a drawing is not a character, is not a human being. So if I were to write something like this, so this is a face, this is a body, this is arms and legs, and I'm not Picasso, so sue me. This is okay, because this is not an image of a human being. This is lines. So if you do this, no problem. If you write or draw a pen that has a head and arms and legs, and it moves and it talks, but no facial features, there's no problem doing that. If you are doing it for educational purposes, and you, for example, have to draw the anatomy of the human body, there is no problem in that. Someone studying biology, he has to draw the intestines, for example, or the stomach, or the respiratory system. There's no problem in that, and I hope this answers yours. Is it permissible to draw the face of a human and hide half of it, or cover the eyes a bit by drawing flowers over them, as an example? Also, is it permissible to draw the figure of humans without drawing face, that is, face hidden in a hoodie or something else? It is not permissible to draw a face of a human being, because this is mimicking and imitating the creation of Allah, and this is one of the most major sins in Islam. Covering some of it, part of it, with flowers does not change the ruling. The face is there, we can tell it's a face of a human being. So this is not permissible. Drawing the shape of a human being without a face, without any features being recognized, some scholars say that this is permissible because there is no life in such a silhouette. There's no life in such, like for example, the Puma logo, sportswear. You can see this tiger or what, a Puma, but you don't see a face, you don't see a mouth, eyes, etc. Just a shape. They say that this is not haram, this is permissible, and Allah Azza wa Jal knows best. Abdul Alim from Malaysia.
Are we allowed to join? Assalamu alaikum.
Salam to Allah. Yes, Abdul Alim.
Are we allowed to draw animals on a piece of paper or a device without eyes?
Okay, without eyes.
Yes.
Okay, any more questions?
No.
Thank you. طيب, terima kasih. So Abdul Alim is saying, what is the ruling on drawing animals that have no eyes on a piece of paper? Well, Abdul Alim, we have to go to the hadiths of the Prophet ﷺ to learn from them. So we have a hadith from the Prophet ﷺ which is very authentic, when he said to Mother Aisha, the most severely punished people on the Day of Judgment in hellfire are those who draw pictures of living creatures. And he told her, didn't you know that the owners of these pictures are the most severe on the Day of Judgment? Allah Azza wa Jal says in the Qudsi hadith, who is more sinful than those who create like my creation? Let them create a piece of barley. Let them create an ant. And we were told that those who draw such pictures will be told on the Day of Judgment to give life to them, and they won't. So drawing such pictures of living animals, of birds, of fish, of insects, of humans is totally prohibited. And having the face only without eyes would still make it prohibited. If you don't have the head and you just draw the body, there's no difference of opinion that this is okay. So the body without the head is permissible. Some scholars say that even if you have the head, but no features that give it life, no eyes, no nose, no mouth, nothing, just the head itself empty, then this is also permissible, and Allah Azza wa Jal knows best. For you.
Thank you. I want to ask, is it permissible to draw simplified, 2D characters for the purpose of creating children's book that, of course, teach good manner or the deen?
Okay, we spoke about this, Sarah, yesterday. Were you there? Did you see yesterday's episode? Is Sarah there or she's gone? Most likely she's...
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, did you see it yesterday?
I was there, but no, I didn't see it.
Okay, we said that drawing human character or living creatures is one of the major sins in Islam. And to make this Islamic and acceptable, some scholars, and I gave an example of Sheikh Muhammad ibn Salih al-Uthaymeen, may Allah have mercy on his soul. Our Sheikh ibn Uthaymeen says, if the character in the 2D drawing is like a silhouette, has no life. And I gave an example of an ad where Zad TV usually puts before my program. So before this program of Ask Zad, there's an ad where it shows a man eating, a man scrolling down his mobile while driving. And it says that if we were to read the Quran, similarly to the amount of time we look at our mobiles, we wouldn't be in this phase and state at this moment. The Muslims would be in a better place. So the whole infographic, the whole, if it's correctly called infographic, the whole cartoon stuff, it has a 2D figure of a person, but it doesn't have any face features. No eyes, no nose, no mouth, just pair of glasses, no eyes. So such character drawing is permissible because there's no life in it. It's like a silhouette, it's like a shade. And likewise, drawing a woman with abaya, nothing else, no features, no niqab, you just see something in black. Or a man with a helmet on his head, no facial features, this is permissible, inshallah.
You said that emojis are permissible because they have no life in them. Sir, but we know that making faces are haram. Then why emojis are permissible? Because they are also like faces.
Now, with the emojis, a lot of the Muslims ask about this question, especially with the presence of WhatsApp and all these chatting platforms. And they say that, why do you say it's permissible? Because it has no life in it. Doesn't it have a face? The scholars say that whatever does not have life in it, so a face that has only eyes, there is no life in it. Life cannot exist without a nose, without a mouth. So only having eyes or having these hearts instead of eyes. I'm talking about the yellow smileys. The emojis, I don't know what they call them, bitmojis, or which has a character. A policeman, an electrician, something here or there with a real face, a body, etc. This drawing them is not permissible. Using them, it's an issue of dispute. I'm inclined that using such ready-made things without drawing them is like watching cartoons. I didn't draw the cartoons. It's haram to draw the cartoons. But if I watch Tom and Jerry, for example, though there are reservations, if I watch them, am I sinful for that? Just for watching them? No. There's no sin on me for that. The sin is on the people who do it. Among other things, but let's keep it limited without expanding. So the emojis, the smileys, I see there's no problem in that.